Why I just got called in?
Like Francis Chan does. He said he did that. I'm like,
Hey y'all, welcome to the vlog. Why I just got called in? It's after 6 o'clock. It's 8:51. I just sat up here and took half of my hair out. Be a nurse, they said.
So I seek refuge.
Hey y'all, welcome to today's vlog. I just left Family Dollar. I had to go get some stuff for my mama. I want to film a skincare routine today, so I still didn't look to see if they had one other thing I needed, but it's okay. I want to do my 8 a.m. Well, I do 2 separate videos. My 8 a.m. skincare routine for the first one, and then I do my p.m. skincare routine in another one. I already made the thumbnail. I think it's cute. Y'all tell me. Where is the camera? I bought this juice out there. Well, it's sparkling with it. Lord! I ain't got nothing here to wipe it out. I'll just change my shirt when I get. How did I just do that? But yeah, I'm finna I need to record a word for the road. I ain't recorded one in a couple days, but I put a status on Facebook the other day. And the status was about how we always ask God to increase our faith and further our belief, but once He does, like once we get in a uncomfortable situation or we go through something that we need to have ultimate faith, we lose all faith. Because like, how you expect God to increase your faith if you don't go through stuff to have to use your faith? You got to test your faith for you to use it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get that in our head. But this is the thumbnail for the skincare. I don't know if y'all can see it. But yeah, that's that. I need to see what word for the road I want to do for y'all today. I got 4 new ones. So yeah, let me see what I'm about to do. I hope this water don't have my car sticky. It shouldn't. It's just sparkling water. I don't know. Let me go home, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to today's word for the road. I know it's been a minute, but bear with me. So today's word for the road, I was listening to this sermon or whatever, and she talked about how God just wants your 5 and 2, and it was crazy because I never thought about, you know, the story with the 2 fish and the 5 loaves of bread. I never thought about, other than God working that miracle and having enough to feed everybody, but she looked at it as in, you know, it was this perspective from the 12 disciples, and I was like, dang, that is true, because God, you know, God was out preaching and teaching, and the people were following him, and when they got to that certain place, you know, it was getting dark, and the disciples were like, okay, God, these people need to go because, you know, we ain't gotten in to feed them. It's getting dark, and we know they can't, you know, afford to go into the next city and buy stuff. And they're like, what we have isn't enough. And God was like, just bring me what you got. And I think oftentimes when it comes to us coming to God, we feel like we have to have everything, when what we got is perfectly enough for us to come to him with. And she made the point of something the disciples thought, just because, you know, they thought that the 5 loaves and the 2 fish that they had wasn't going to be enough, but God said, yes, it is. He said, bring me what you got. They took it to him, he blessed it, and he had enough to feed over 5,000 people. And I feel like we feel like sometimes people make us feel like we have to be perfect to come to God when you don't. God wants you to come to Him in whatever situation, whatever point of life you in, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritual, whatever spot you in life, that's what God wants you to come to Him with. He wants you to bring Him whatever you have. He wants you to just bring Him what you got. Bring Him who you are in that exact moment. Because if we can make ourselves perfect before we go to God, we don't need Him. If you're perfect, you don't need Him. He know we need Him because we are an imperfect being. He knew after He created us and everything that went down, He knew we wasn't gonna be perfect. That was His whole reason of coming back, to die for our sins so we can be forgiven and given another chance, because we aren't perfect. And I don't know who need to hear and know that you do not have to be perfect to go to God. I don't care if you're still smoking, if you're drinking, committing sexual sin, still going to the club, whatever you're doing, you still can go to God at that current moment. And He will meet you wherever you at. Whatever you got, whatever strength you got in that moment, whatever, however strong your mental is in that moment, He will meet you right there. And once He see you trying, He'll help you and multiply it. He'll multiply that strength so you can come away from all the things that you're doing that you know you're not supposed to be doing, that you want to let go of, but it's so hard because you've been doing it for so long. He'll meet you there, and He'll bring you out of it. You just have to be sincere. And we can't take His kindness and His grace for weak, because I feel like a lot of times we feel like just because we have God's grace, that means we can just keep doing stuff. It don't work like that. Yes, He's forgiving. He's forever forgiving. But think about it. If somebody was doing something to you, just because they knew you was going to keep forgiving them, they kept doing it. Don't that hurt you? So I think we have to look at stuff in perspective like that. And kind of, too, also we can look at God and like, I'm all off subject, but it's okay. Kind of look at it like a parent relationship. God isn't telling you anything or have you doing these things because He want to hurt you. He's trying to keep you from getting hurt. Think about all the stuff that God tells us not to do and to stray away from. If we do it, it only hurts us in the end. So He's just trying to protect us. But yeah, just bring God whatever you got. Wherever you at in that moment, come to Him. And it don't matter. People gonna judge you. They're gonna be like, how you say you talking to God and you still smoking? How you gonna say you a part of God and you still coming to the club? It don't matter, because you know where you at with Him. You just went to Him. You just gave it to Him. It's not gonna change. And I feel like people forget that. Like, once you give your life to Christ, it don't change overnight. It takes time. When I first gave my life to Christ, I went on a birthday trip to Texas, was in the club smoking hookah. But he eventually took me away from that. And I feel like people have to understand it's a process. And I saw another guy, I can't remember his name, and he talked about it. If we look at grace through our own perspective of where we were before God, before or when we first fully surrendered to Christ, we'll be more gracious with other people to know that it don't happen overnight. Because I feel like once we give our life to Christ and we've journeyed so long and He's changed some things within us, we feel like, okay, we forget that He didn't change us overnight. It took time for Him to change those things and for our perspective to change on worldly values and to be more on godly values. It didn't happen for us overnight. And I feel like if we give people that same grace and know that, okay, they just started, God is working within them, it got to change. They got to change. And it'll forever be hard, and you'll continue to run people away because it don't work like that. Give the same grace that God gave you. And I had to learn that myself. I used to be mad at everybody. I'm like, look, you don't supposed to be doing that. But then I had to think about it, like, He didn't change that in you overnight. It took time. So yeah, give others the grace that He gave you. Know that they're changing. They just surrendered last night. They ain't gonna be all that stuff gonna change the next morning. It didn't happen with you like that. I'm sorry I'm breathing hard, y'all. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, bring God what you got. All He wants is your 5 and 2. And give others the grace that He gave you. But don't take His grace for granted. And don't let others take your grace for granted either. But yeah, that's today's word for the road. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this one. It'll have like 3 titles up there. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright, y'all, so I just left Family Dollar and from recording the word for the road that y'all can see. I bought that jug of water to go refill a dog's water pan to make it easy. I probably will take them out later on today. I had recorded this telling y'all yesterday, but my SD card kept saying it was full, but I didn't have no videos on it. So instead of me loading the videos on it that I had on my laptop, I formatted it before I did it, so it erased it. But y'all know I was telling y'all in the last vlog that, you know, my heart had started fluttering even more, and I was short of breath, and like I had started having hot flashes and all that kind of stuff. So Saturday morning, when I got off work, I went to the emergency room, because you know I work at the hospital anyway. So I just signed in when I got off, and y'all know from the story from the previous videos in the vlog, or the previous clips in this vlog, that I got called in that night at like 8 o'clock, because they had like 14 patients, and then another one was getting admitted, so I was the on-call nurse, so I had to go to work. So when I got off that morning, I ended up going to the emergency room because I still was feeling bad, and come to find out it's my thyroid. Cause like your thyroid make you bloated, it makes you gain weight, make you short of breath, heat intolerance, feeling prickly all the time. What else? Oh yeah, I was peeing a lot, but I couldn't understand why I was peeing so much. What else? I was just weak and fatigued, and your muscles and stuff hurt. And it's crazy, cause I used to take thyroid medicine a while back, but it had got to the point where I was fine, so I didn't take it no more. So my thyroid had just been building back up over time, and it really just got to me because I hadn't been, yeah, and it caused you to have palpitations and heart flutters and all that kind of stuff too. So yeah, they started me back on my thyroid medicine, and I got to get rechecked in about 6 weeks. And she took me out of work yesterday, and I was on call for tonight, but she took me out of call too, so if somebody have to come in, then they won't call me. I do feel better today, but yesterday, y'all, I slept the whole day yesterday. Like, when I say I slept the whole day, I slept the whole entire day. I'm just tired of being out of breath. But yeah, I think I went to the Family Dollar. Y'all saw I bought the dog that water. Yeah, I know I use these face buffers to get the dead skin off my face, like to exfoliate it. And I be using facial towels, but I've been out for a while, and I just recently, I just decided to film this skincare routine. I really just kind of paid attention to how my skin changed since I've been using Good Molecule. It's just not because they sent me the PR. Oh, and to explain how I got a PR, so like, you know, they say you'll never get something if you don't go after it right. And I had in mind, like, okay, since I'm a growing content creator, you know, I don't have millions of followers or millions of likes or watch time hours and all that stuff. So I was just like, I'm gonna shoot my shot. I wrote Good Molecules, Mr. Penn, and I wrote She Reads True Bible, but I can't remember if Mr. Penn wrote me back or not. I need to check my email and see. She Reads Truth did write me back, but they don't do PR. But they told me to write back in like a few months because they don't, and they think they're like thinking about it, but they're not sure. And then Good Molecules were, you know, write me back, and then they was like, I need to email this person because he was their marketing and PR person. I emailed him, sent him my stuff, and sent him like my skin before I started using it. And he asked me like what all problems I was having or I had and that I was worried about. And I told him, and he sent me all the products. And it was crazy because he sent me basically everything I already used. So I guess I picked good with the products. And the only thing different that he sent me was he sent me that IG. I never used the IG. So I got up today and did everything, but I haven't done my skincare because I want to be on a skincare routine, like, you know, saving and all that good stuff. And I was looking for some more facial towels, but they didn't have none. And these are compressed towels, small and compact, perfect for travel, gym, or camping. And they expand to a 19 by 9. So we're gonna see how they do. I bought 2 of them, and they supposed to expand in the water. So yeah. I've been slacking on the word for the road. I didn't do my daily scripture for yesterday, so let's see what the daily scripture was for yesterday, and we're gonna do the one for today before we get started doing anything else. Let me see. TK sent it to us. I don't got my thing out here with me. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was looking for another calendar because I want to do a video for y'all for how I spend how I wake up. Wake up. How you start your day with Christ. So today is the 4th. Yesterday was the 3rd. So the 3rd was Jeremiah 17, 7 through 8. Yeah, let me screenshot it. So we about to do Jeremiah 17, 7 through 8. So Jeremiah 17, I'm reading on the Bible app, and it's the NIV version. What it was, Jeremiah 17, 7 through 8, it says, "But be blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water, that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought. It never fails to bear fruit." So basically, this is from yesterday. So basically, I feel like this one is saying, as long as we trust in God, we'll be okay. No matter what storm may come, what obstacle may come, what comes to try to detour our life, as long as we stay planted in God and trust in Him, it won't bother us. And that is more easier than said because, we're human. We have emotions. We're going to worry sometimes. But as long as we stay rooted in Him, we will be okay. The struggles of daily life won't bother us. So yeah, that was Jeremiah 17, verse 7 through 8. And today is August the 4th, and it is John 15. So let's go to that. John 15, 4 through 5. "Remain in me as I remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself, but it must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine. You are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." And basically, they're telling we ain't in without God. Like it said, we got to remain in Him as Him in us also. God is in us. We just have to remain in Him. Because think about it. Once we give our life to Christ and we're in Him, you can feel Him. But as soon as you stop doing stuff, it's like, okay, but you go right back and you feel Him in you again. That's because He's in us, but we're just not staying rooted. You got to stay rooted in your word because it's so easy to be deterred from all this stuff you see on social media, all this stuff people trying to put in your ear, the struggles of life. It's so easy to kind of not stay rooted sometimes, but you have to stay rooted in Him because as long as you're in Him, He's within you. And He will not depart from you as long as you don't depart from Him. We always saying we don't feel God, but why you don't feel Him? You ain't rooted. We got to stay rooted, y'all. And He told her, He said, He's the vine and we're the tree. The tree can't grow without the vine. Wait, did I say that right? He's the vine, we are the branches. Yeah, the branches can't, the vine can't grow without the branches. Vice versa. They need each other. Because if ain't no branch out there, what the vine gonna grow on? So yeah. You gotta stay rooted in Him. They're just like a tree with the roots. That tree can't grow without its roots. As long as that tree roots is rooted in that good soil, that's a good analogy. Think about it as us the tree with our roots, and God is the soil. If that tree ain't rooted in good soil, what's gonna happen? It's gonna rot. So yeah, I'm gonna go in the house, catch my breath, and plan out this skincare routine. So I already know what I do, but like lay everything out so I can record it. And what else? I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Oh, the dogs need some water. I don't know what they be out there doing. Like they be out there kicking up stuff. I've been talking for 10 minutes. They be out there kicking up stuff, throwing dirt out in their water thing. I don't know what they be doing. Days was just barking because that man was walking by. Oh, this the last thing for real. And I don't know if I told y'all last time, Jay bought me some cards. So I'm gonna keep them in the car. And every time we do a word for the road, I'm gonna read one of the verses to y'all. Cause it came with like a good bit of, it came with, it's a pack of like 7 packs in there. So like, it might not be 7, that might be exaggerating. But it was a good bit of them because I put a pack of them in the not the PR, in the 500 giveaway thing where I gave her a Bible study set, like, you know, with sticky notes and highlighters. I gave her a cross necklace, a pack of these, and why I want to feel like something else in it. It might not be, but yeah. So we're gonna shuffle them up. Read y'all a card. Okay. Matthew 5:16. In the same way, let your light shine before others. So yeah. That's the verse for the first one. Ooh! And I'm just put it in the back. Cause I ain't gonna shuffle them no more. I just pick off the top. It say, in the same way, let your light shine before others. So yeah, be the light to somebody else. You never know what somebody going through. So you don't want to be walking around being mean to somebody. I know we all go through stuff, but just because you're going through something, don't take it out on nobody else. Somebody might need you to be the light for them that day because they already going through something. So yeah, I'm gonna keep these in the car. I'm gonna stick them in my door right here, so we can read one every time we get in the car or do a word for the road. Or if I don't do a word for the road, I can read that for y'all. So yeah, I'm about to go in the house. I've been talking a lot, so yeah. On the way out. I said on the way out. I want to see who he is. Well, I ain't got no ice cream at McDonald's. I ain't surprised. They ain't got no ice cream. So we're gonna go to, what you say, Burger King? No, I ain't buying nothing from Sunny. Gonna be $100. Hey, look, how many croutons do you know? How many croutons come with it? Thank you. I don't know how they gonna do it. IB.
I'm not gonna say always talk to each other on the phone. It's time to see each other in person. And here I am. I'm here, and we here, and I'm visiting him. And I'm here for a whole week to spend some time, catch up, meet everybody who I haven't met or seen in a long time, and just to have a good time. Okay? But right now, I'm currently about to get ready, y'all, because it's time for me to get ready. I'm not gonna do too much today, to be honest, because it's already like 4:26, and we're so I'm just gonna do since I got here, and I know y'all probably wonder, oh my God, Amy is gonna be that on this camera.
Okay.
And all this other stuff. If you're in me, it's in Chicago. And I'm having a good time already.
Yeah, I already know you want
my
some.
brothers and my my sisters and stuff. Probably on Saturday when I have like all of them in one house. Cause y'all didn't know I got brothers and sister and a sister on my dad's side, which I'm pretty sure many of you guys didn't know, but now you know since I just told you. And yeah, I'm here visiting them, getting to know them. Y'all, why they broke my mirror at the airport swinging my bag? I had like a little mirror I would do my makeup in with the light on. I don't get the weather freaking cracking it up. I'm gonna have to get a new one off Amazon or something.